With that, yep, absolutely. No, thanks so much, folks. I think jumping right into the meat, we'd love to invite Sandeep and Tushar. Sandeep is our guest on today's fireside. Quickly bringing him onto stage. Along with him is our host for today, Tushar. So as we bring both of them onto stage, many of you all already know Sandeep. He is the co-founder of Polygon, one of India's largest projects coming out in the Web3 space. He will share more in detail, so I don't want to take up too much space on that intro. And with him, we have Tushar, who's currently leading and is part of the investments team at Alpha Wave at Falcon. So, folks, over to you. The next 30-35 minutes, over to you. Quick agenda for everyone tuning in. We'll have Tushar and Sandeep into a very interesting discussion around the space, around journey of Polygon, in general about the Web3 space and how you guys can contribute. Towards the end, we also have audience Q&A. So if you have any questions for Sandeep, take this opportunity to put it down on the chat section. You have a Q&A tab, and if you're on YouTube, we'll pick up one or two questions from both places. And we also have a very interesting rapid fire. So Tushar, I'm personally looking out for that. I'm looking forward to that. Over to you, folks.
So let's get started. Right. So Sandeep, first of all, would love to know that how did this thought of Polygon, this idea or the seed of Polygon come about for you guys? How did you, JD, Anurag all get together and say, hey guys, we need to do this?
Amazing. So basically, before we got started with the Polygon, like I and Janti were having our own journeys, right? So I by that time, I had already shut down my previous startup, which was doing okayish but was not scaling, and I wanted to do something in the deep tech space, and I had stumbled onto blockchain back. This is back in 2016, and I was to get some more hands-on experience. I was doing more of a consulting work, and before I move on to a product side of things. So I was actually, that time the dapps were a big wave, right? Like, dapps are going to be this, dapps are going to be that. So I started building some dapps myself. And then there is this famous event that happened in 2017, which is called the CryptoKitties event, right? So where CryptoKitties, which was the first, you know I would say mildly popular app, mildly popular product, you can say. And that choked down the entire Ethereum network, right? So choked down the network means Ethereum actually can only, and we'll talk more details about it, like, when we
Yeah.
get into that. But Ethereum right now has around 13 to 20 TPS, transactions per second speed. So the moment we had this mildly popular, application, it kind of choked the entire network because all the bandwidth was taken by this particular app itself. So so it was this was the time when it got very clear to me also that that the apps are not going to work on Ethereum, right? And this will be primarily will be a settlement layer. The application or the transaction layer has to be elsewhere. And this is the same time when my other co-founder Jayanti, where we were connected in community, in a crypto community, and where I used to solve people's technical queries and things like that. So Jayanti was also in that community, and he also was trying to build something where he wanted to build a prediction on how the Game of Thrones will evolve, right? So, and but he was not in crypto. He was looking for something, let's say, which can have global payment mechanism, and then he stumbled onto crypto. And then he also realized the same thing, that the gas fees and everything is going to be really challenging on the Ethereum main chain. And that's when he started looking into this into Plasma framework. And then he reached out to me also, and I was also like, he had already built a small POC. I'm really sorry. Already built a small POC. And we I said that this is exactly what the world is looking for if we want to bring any internet level scale to blockchains. So from there the journey started. And then we set up the entity. I raised the first seed investment, and then the journey
Awesome.
started.
So let's start with this, right? Answer in one sentence or less, right? One thing you want from the Indian government.
Hmm. नहीं रैपिड फायर है यार मैं तो
हाँ,
बहुत सारी चीजें चाहता हूँ आई एम जस्ट थिंकिंग
तभी
कि
बोला था वन चीज यू हैव टू चूज नाउ.
हाँ तो वही मैं चूज करने था मुझे Yeah. So one thing I want to I want Indian government to do is create a gift city. Like we already have a gift city. Allow crypto startups to be registered there, and they can be they can be exempt from the till the time the mainland India is able to create proper laws around it and understand this. Till the time give that as a offshore location, because what is happening
Interesting.
right now is that most of these startups which don't even need to be like right now also I am also in Dubai, but the reason for that is travel because I have to go to all of these conferences and all that. But I'm seeing all of the Indian startups are moving out of India because of this unclarity of law, right? So at least till the time I know that clarity of law will take time, but can we
Sure.
create a sandbox environment for our entrepreneurs, right? Somewhere.
Awesome. What should my pitch be to my father if I want to join a Web3 company? What should I tell him? That why I want to join a Web3 company?
Tell him that this is the 1998 of internet, and this is going to become as big as like today the internet is, and I'm able to get into this in new industry which is going to be very big at this early stage, and I'll make you lots of money, papa. So allow me to be there.
Good, good, good.
Explain to everyone the importance of certificates in Web3, proof of
Wow.
work. Ki, Web2 may we know because of the precedents, because of how education generally goes. But that is the difference in Web3, right? You can contribute, just like I think what Sandeep mentioned. Sandeep, I think it will be good if you can take this one question on, how do people really get involved? You've seen so many DAOs out there, product houses on track to become one, but there are tons of them. How do people really get involved? How should they make the best use of the next 4 to 6 weeks?
Yes. So, I mean, you asked about DAO, Suhas. So, DAO basically, again, as I said that, the biggest thing is the contribution. Like, you don't, this is like in community, you have to be a giver. You have to be a net giver instead of a net taker. The people who have this mentality, they will automatically be, they will float to the top and become important contributors. And then how people eventually I hope that so as the product folks token also comes out someday, even though it's not like a financial token, but it's like a kind of what should I say, token gated community or token reputation token within the product folks environment. And who knows, like if let's say in next 1 year 2 or 3 big startups, web3 startups are here from there, maybe they will reward or value those high reputation people, right? So and then that high reputation score can also be used for recruitment. Maybe this your DAO tokens will become important if somebody wants to get recruited and things like that. About the certificate, you here the certificates are in the form of NFTs. You will get NFTs which are not fakeable, right? You can't fake those certificates because otherwise those college यार हम भी खुद ही छपवा देते, खुद ही को दे देते हैं कॉलेज में सर्टिफिकेट. So this does not happen here. So if you get a certificate from the product folks, this actually means that you did some great work. So I hope that the TPF team will give you, the product house team will give you that NFTs.
Sandeep, just before you go, one question that I think might be interesting is someone asked, you've been in this industry for a long time. What has changed in 2022? What are you most excited about so if there are top three things that you're most excited about in 2022, is there something you're looking forward to?
Yes. So, I will go segment wise. In DeFi, I am very interested in seeing this interface of fintech and DeFi together. How people, maybe let's say there is a neo bank which takes money from people in from their bank accounts and deploys that into DeFi and gets them the yields and things like that. There can be hundreds of things. And similarly, people are now bringing structured products, structured market products into DeFi. So that is also very important. In the NFTs, gaming is obviously one of the biggest one, and then you know And then the second thing is, apart from gaming, the third segment, like I always say, arts, gaming, and the third segment, sports, brands, and celebrities. So see how, if you can, I'm very particularly excited about big startups coming out from there. On the sports segment, we only have one startup till now, NBA Top Shot, but within 12 to 18 months you will see almost all the top franchises in the world, be it English Premier League or FIFA or everything else related to that, coming into Web3 and issuing their NFTs and things like that. So you'll see that celebrities also. My prediction is, in 12 to 18 months you will not see a movie, like large scale, large budget movie, without having an NFT issued at the before this thing. You are already seeing Twitter. You can integrate your profile picture on Twitter. Similarly, on YouTube, I hope that the videos, YouTube also starts taking out, like simple button, okay, buy this NFT, and people can actually buy the trailers, songs of NFTs on that. In Bollywood, I am trying to do that, by kind of working this thing. There's this DAO called eDAO, entertainment DAO. Maybe if you want to, some of you guys want to join that community, that could also be a very good experience for you guys, to see a DAO growing from zero to uh, you know zero to a big one. And the third one was obviously the DAOs itself. Like I'm pretty excited about DAOs. Whenever people are building in hackathons too many products related to one particular segment, like for example 2020, I used to go everywhere in hackathons and everybody was building DeFi. In 21, it was NFTs. And now I see a large number of people building DAOs. So somehow I feel that this year or next year will be a DAO summer, where many of these DAOs will start becoming bigger and bigger. So these three things are most exciting for me.